Toothless cats, battered Abrams, he says. The Russian state media anchor points to a huge graphic alleging flaws in the NATO tanks. His purposeful propaganda playing down risks to Russian troops in Ukraine does seem to be working. Sending tanks is going to be bad for the Americans and Germans, she says. We're going to win regardless, Sergei tells us. It's just enlarging the conflict. If we pull out, the West will put more pressure on us. But not everyone buys the state TV hype. Putin has killed off independent media, but not independence of mind. This young film student tells our team a friend was drafted and deployed, but has now disappeared. I'm for peace, she says. It's very sad. People are dying. I'm on the verge of tears here. I don't know if it's true or not, or what's going on in this war, this lady tells us, but I do know people who've been killed. Some of them are friends. All emotions the Kremlin likes to prey on. Around the capital, air defense systems have been lofted atop government buildings. The less than subtle message, Russia's under threat. It's leverage Putin needs to drum up more recruits for the increasingly unpopular meat grinder that is Ukraine's frontline trenches. In more primetime Putin propaganda, Yevgeny Popov pops a pun for the audience, tells them the German Leopard 2 tanks will burn very nicely. Another Putin acolyte, the insanely popular Vladimir Solovyov, asked the audience, after all this, isn't Berlin a lawful target? Such is the stitch-up in Russian media. Putin is able to spin almost any message he wants. His TV puppets serve farce and fear in equal measure. But even that's not going down so well with some. Everyone is listening to Solovyov's opinion, this lady says, but it would be good if the experts started expressing their real opinions instead of obeying orders from Putin. What's real is anyone's guess, and for some that means tuning out. This lady tells us she doesn't know about the tanks when we ask her opinion. I think that this is a political war and not a war for the people, this lady tells the team. What are we supposed to do, she says. Our opinions mean diddly squat. Increasingly isolated from outside views and under threat of harsh retribution if they dissent, Russians are stuck in a rut in a war they don't want, with a leader they can't remove, and the threat of potential recruitment around the corner. They're doing what Russians have historically done in the face of adversity, focusing on their own survival. Nick Robertson, CNN, London.